Now let us work on the second screen for teachers application form, and I will give it a label teachers application form 2. Okay, now here we will add a section and give it an header which will say military status checks, military checks. Okay, and this one I would like to hide. Now under this military status checks, I go to fields, and what I want to place it is basically a multi-select pick list, right? So in the record, I will select my record, and here I will pull this military status checks. Okay. So this is the one component, and then the next one is if I think it is for medical condition. So let us add one component for medical condition as well, and for that one also we have a multi-pick list, right? And before multi-pick list there is a text field which says which asks for any medical condition. So I will first create another section under components. I'll go and create another section with the heading or with a header medical history. So I'll add a header medical history. Okay, now here I would like to add two fields. One has any medical conditions, and second one is a multi-select pick list selected medical conditions. Okay, the label I should change, it should, let me just change it right away. Let me go to this field in the object manager, and there I will not make a much change. I'll just change the label of the field from selected medical conditions to select medical conditions. That's it. It is done. I come back to my form and I save it. Okay, and then let us connect these two and save the flow, and then let's run this. And this time I'm going to run it for a teacher. Next. So see, this is the first screen: salutation, first name, middle name, last name, date of birth, LinkedIn profile, email, street, city, postal code, country, gender. Okay, and family income, then phone. All these details are here to fill up, and then I go to the next screen, see the military status checks. Okay, so it is a multi-select pick list, and now you can see that the UI has been changed. Now this is a really important to note. Now this is why we are doing so many this is why we are creating so many screens, to understand how the UI renders while using what components. Okay, when we were using the screen components, the UI was totally different. Okay, and when we are using the fields directly, then the UI is different, right? So whatever you choose, you can make the selection here. If any medical condition, you can describe here, and again here you can select the medical conditions. Okay, so this is how the UI differs, and it is again something which we as a admin, as a developer, should understand, like what UI can come using what components. So this is really helpful. Now let us go back to our form, and for student we have a third screen for capturing the academic details. For this third screen, since we are using only toggles as of now, only toggles we have used as of now, so for teacher also we can use the same screen. Now if I want to copy this entire component, what I need to do is I need to select this component and click on this copy button over here. It will copy and paste and give me the component right away, and give me the component right here in the canvas to use. I can go to this component. Okay, I can connect this component with my previous component, and then I can make the required changes. So first I would like to call it teachers application form 3. Okay, and I don't want to show the header. This section is fine. I do not want any changes in this section. Okay, and all these components which are added, these are the toggles, and toggles I cannot make these toggles come using fields, and that is why, so these are, sorry, these are the sliders. So these are the sliders, and these sliders do not come with the help of object fields, so I have to use screen components for that purpose. Okay, what I can do is I can, if I go to field, I can select my variable, and then for graduation CGPA I can add this field like that. Okay, what is your graduation CGPA, what is your intermediate 10+2 qualification, and what is your high school CGPA. So let us do that, and delete all the sliders. Okay, so here user has to enter the CGPA manually, and all these sections, all these are basically, and all these are the fields coming from the object manager, right? So done, save, and then finally we will try to create this record. So for creating the record, I will use the create element, and this is to create teachers application request, right? And I again just want to create one record, and this time I'm not using use separate resource and literal values, rather I will go with use all values from a record. And which record it is teachers application form. But now the problem here is that this teachers application form record do not hold my LinkedIn URL, because there it is not directly associated in the UI, right? And it is also not having the family income information, correct? So for now let us create it, and later we will see how I can append these two informations in a separate assignment element. So let's go ahead and click on done and connect it and save it. And after this record is created, I need a confirmation message, and for that I can use the same screen which we are using for the student, so I can connect these two. Okay, making sense? So this is how our flow looks like as of today. When we write our flow, we try to positions the elements. Okay, in the free form it is over on us to position the elements, and we try to keep it top to down or left to right. Either do it left to right or try to make it top to down. So here I am trying to keep it top to down, so that's why I have arranged the elements accordingly. Now if I save this, okay, and then I run this as a teacher, let's give a salutation, let's keep it Mr., then first name big, middle name bang, last name theory, date of birth, select a date, then the profile URL, okay, then email, street, street, city, zip postal code, country, gender, family income details, and phone. Okay, and so here I have filled up the teacher's application form details on the first screen: salutation, first name, middle name, theory, sorry, last name, date of birth, profile, email, street, city, postals, country, gender, family income, and phone. I've given some random values, and then go to the next screen. Here I am selecting all the three options. Okay, any medical conditions, let's say yes, specifying it below, and then select it. Okay, then click on next, and let's give CGPA. I give 8, then I give 9, and here I give 10. Okay, then next. Now it says that application form has been saved to the database. Your application form ID is okay. It has not given me the ID because I think we haven't configured it in the right way. So we will do that. And meanwhile, what we will do, we will just go back to the object manager and look for our app, which is institute management. And here in the application form, this is the applicant form we have received, right? First name big, last name theory, middle name bank. Okay, applicant name is not filled in, so that we have to, this is again something which we have to see. This is the mandatory field, we should have filled it in. It is not yet filled in, that is fine, we will do it later. So it has taken the record ID, and the other details have successfully captured, like military status checks, like selected medical conditions. Okay, so all these details are captured. Now graduation CGPA, intermediate CGPA, high school CGPA, all details are very well captured over here, along with the family. Oh, as you can see, but here you can see that the family income and the LinkedIn URL, these two are still empty, although we provided the values for these two fields, but they are still empty. So let us work on three things. One is the family income, second on the LinkedIn URL, and third on the applicant name. These three things, these three fields do not look good as of now.